Mickelson takes a look around. Bill White, the runner at third base. 3 balls, 2 strikes. McCarver, the batter. There's the stretch by Mickelson. Here's the pitch. There goes Grote. There's a drive. Way back. It might be out of here. It could be. It is a home run. And the Cardinals have taken a 5-2 lead. McCarver's first World Series home run. Tim McCarver being congratulated by everybody. 5-2, the Cardinals lead in the top of the 10th.
And it's a 7-5 ball game. Yankees battling back. Bobby Richardson up there with 2 outs. This ballpark just bulging with every pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Richardson waits. Gibson delivers. Swung on, popped up. Maxwell at second base, calling for it, makes the catch. The Cardinals win it, and this ballpark, complete bedlam. The final score is St. Louis 7, New York 5. This ballpark, really bedlam. They've waited since 1946 to have a world champion, and now the Cardinals, with this victory in the 7th game, beat the Yankees.
Now, 1 out from victory, Gibson makes a supreme effort, and Scott strikes out. The Cardinals win. They're the new world champions. And Bob Gibson, with his 3rd victory, has brought them through in the decisive 7th game, even as he did in 1964 against the New York Yankees. It was another spectacular series, with the Red Sox fighting their way.
Speed strikeout. Once again, a standing ovation. A new World Series record. He got it! Struck him out! Look at the scene on the field. McCarver, the first one. Now his infielders all over him. A new world's record of 17 strikeouts in 1 game.
Suter.
Suter from the belt to the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's the winner. That's the winner. A World Series winner for the Cardinals. Porter throws his mask into the air. The players converge around the mound. The police arrive on the scene. The team is restored and mounted for World Series.
Score. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out in the 2nd and didn't score. Smith corks one into right, down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 and a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Winning runs are in scoring position with 2 out and Jack Clark coming up. Meanwhile, in reading Lasorda talking about walk him and pitch to that blank Van Slyke. That's what he just muttered in the dugout. Do I walk him and pitch to that so-and-so? He's not going to walk him. It is Jack Clark and Tom Niedenfuhr going head-to-head, and the ball game on the line, and the crowd on its feet. One way or another, what a way to end. And he hits one to deep left field, and that one is gone. Lasorda got the answer to his rhetorical question. Something about, should I walk this guy and pitch to that so-and-so? Well, he didn't walk him.
Look what all the players are. They want to make sure he touches home plate. Now they'll pick him up.
You would think that the fates would be a little kinder to one man in such a short amount of time.
That's as slow a trip as Jack Clark ever made. I mean, he takes a lot of time.
There's McGee.
Look at Socia just kneeling in disbelief. Now watch the players.
Herzog said before the game, I really have a problem. I don't have anybody to hit a home run, and we can't get 3 hits in an inning. Well, he got him tonight. And the batter is Jose Oquendo with 2 on, 1 out, 1-0 St. Louis. 3-2 the count. A drive into deep left field. Back goes Leonard. Gone.
We're in the bottom of the 12th. You don't get many bigger chances than this at-bat right here. The pitch. Swing, a long one! We are going to game number 7, a game-winning home run! A flare for the dramatic. Here comes Edmonds to the plate. They greet him there. A game-winning home run, and we will see you tomorrow night.
On the air tomorrow night now at 6:38, Roger Clemens will go against Jeff Supa as Jimmy Edmonds has sent 52,144 into he murdered that thing.
Know exactly what the pitchers are going to try to do. There are no secrets at this point in the season. As you mentioned, they faced each other 18 times in the regular season. They've seen each other 6 times in the last week. Scouting reports, videotape, there are no secrets at this point in the season.
In the air, deep left center field. Edmonds on the run. Dives, and he's got it! Throw into second base. They can't double up. What a play by Jim Edmonds.
There is no way he catches this ball. Look at where he is. Look at the ground he's making up and the full dive and extension away from the play. Fantastic effort.
I mentioned it looked like Lidge was getting a little ahead of himself. He was just rearing back and overthrowing the ball, trying to put an end to this ball game and a beginning to the celebration. Throwing the last couple pitches, it's way in and up on Jim Edmonds, and now he has to deal with one of the best hitters in the game.
With 2 on and 2 out, the 0-1 pitch. It's coming. Swinging a long one. There it is, baby. The Cardinals take the lead as Albert Pujols comes through in the pitch. And the Redbirds lead this baby 5-4. What I
Stunned in disbelief here in Houston. A single by Eckstein, a walk to Edmonds, and how about Albert Pujols?
He got the slider, but it was not a good slider. Stayed right over the middle of the plate. He nearly knocked that left field wall down out there behind the Crawford boxes. I mean, that's the best extension we've seen from Pujols in this series. He has no doubt that ball's headed out of here.
Here in the 9th inning. Yadier Molina hitting one spot higher than he has this postseason for La Russa. Molina 1 for 3. 6 home runs during the regular season, 49 RBIs, hit only .216. Hitting 7th tonight. He hits it in the air to left field. Back is Chavez. At the wall, this ball is gone. 2-run home run, Yadier Molina.
and St. Louis takes a 3-1 ninth inning Game 7 lead. Hitting one spot higher in the lineup, and he follows Rollins' base hit with his second postseason home run this year.
Play at the plate. Beltran has murdered Cardinal pitching over the last 2 postseasons that he's played against. The Cardinals are 1 strike away from going to Detroit and the 2006 World Series. 2 out. Cardinals leading 3-1 here in the bottom of the 9th inning. One of the most dangerous hitters in the business at the plate, Carlos Beltran. He is ready. So is Wainwright. The 0-2 delivery. Curve struck him out looking. The Cardinals are going to Michigan to take on the Tigers. They are National League champions and headed for Detroit.
Strike 2. Last night Inge hit a fastball. He hasn't seen one in this at bat yet. For the first time since 1982, St. Louis has a World Series winner.
Cardinals getting their run in the first inning, and it has held up since.
Well, he's had that curveball all night. He's gone in for effect. This is not a guy bothered by the tension of finishing a game. This guy's been there before, Carpenter.
Ground ball to the right side. Punto has it. And running over, and the Cardinals have done it. The St. Louis Cardinals, improbable in making the playoffs, who were seemingly out of the wild card. They were 8.5 back in September to the Braves, and they win this series in a decisive 15.
Got him looking 2 out. And the Rangers are 1 out away. And it comes down to the hometown kid, David Freese. Represents the winning run at the plate. The tying runs are on. 2 out. The 1-1. Strike 2. And now the Rangers are 1 strike away. Has tied it. 7-7. Unbelievable. Lance Berkman will walk to the plate. Outfielders are so deep.
So deep, I was thinking the same thing. Why go into a doubles defense when a single will tie it?
I don't get it.
I don't either.
A base hit out of the infield, and John Jay can walk home.
That's right.
The best arms are in center with Hamilton and in right with Cruz. But they're so deep.
They're too deep for their arms to do any good.
Strike 2 on Berkman, and again the Cardinals are down to their last strike. Tying run at second base. In the air to right center. This game is tied. Going to third is Pujols, and it's 9-9. They just won't go away.
This is already a classic.
Mark Lowe into the game. Ball one up and in. To David Freese, who with 2 outs and 2 strikes tied this game in the 9th with a 2-run triple into right. Freese hits it in the air to center. We will see you tomorrow night.
How did this happen?
That's what the Rangers have to be saying to themselves and the Cardinals. Crashing this postseason party. And they have pushed this 2011 postseason to the final day. And it has been some kind of ride. In the air to left, well hit. Back is Craig. What a team. What a ride. The Cardinals are world champs in 2011.
And ball 4. And the bases are loaded. Coming down to the wire in this game. And there's a ball hit off the glove of Desmond. 2 runs are going to score. The Cardinals will tie it up. Descalso with a sharp ground ball off the glove of Ian Desmond. And we have a new ball game. And the Cardinals coming back. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a line drive to right field. It's going to be a base hit. 2 runs will score. And the Cardinals take a 9-7 lead. Pete Kozma delivers a 2-run single to right field. And a 9-7 game. 4 runs crossing the plate for the Cardinals here.
In the air to right center. Back at the wall. It is off the base of the wall. The Cardinals are going to take the lead. Carpenter has emptied the benches. The bases, and with the 3-run double, St. Louis jumps on top. And it's Carpenter again.
What a comeback. And this falls, on, in my mind, that's on the Dodgers. to not ever have a conversation between the pitcher and catcher and maybe change their signs, even if they're not giving them, is criminal.
Give Carpenter a ton of credit for refusing to be put away against the best strikeout pitcher in the league. It looked to me that entire inning that Kershaw wanted to bully his way out of trouble with the fastball, and that Carpenter got it.
Now the 0-1 to Matt Adams. Driven into right. Hit the wall. It is gone. Cardinals lead it 3-2.
Yadier Molina. He's the reason we are still playing right now. 2 outs in the 8th inning. Had an RBI single to tie the game at 4. And you know he's ready to pull the trigger right here.
Ready to pull the trigger. Loves to in RBI situations hit the ball to right field.
Slowest runner the Cardinals have. Therefore, the Braves are going to take a chance to turn a double play.
Now the pitch. Molina swings, and it's a high fly ball. Left field. This should win it. The catch is made by Duvall. Tagging at third. Wong comes down the line. The throw home. We're going to Game 5. Wong scores on the game-winning sacrifice fly by Yadier Molina. And in St. Louis, for Game 4 of the NLDS, it's a Redbird winner.
When the Cardinals need a moment, they look to Yadier Molina. Not once, but twice in this game. Fire that bat, Yadi. We're going to a Game 5, partner. This is something special.